What is up, everybody? Nick back here with you from Project Central, and in this week's video, we're working on the Jeep again. That's right, the forgotten, neglected Cherokee is getting some major upgrades. In this video, we are building a new Crossmember with a removable center section and installing some new shock towers in the front for our coilovers. Little caveat, I did switch computers during this, halfway through this editing this video. So some of my footage, I think, got corrupted or lost or something. So there's a couple gaps in what I filmed, but watch till the end, you'll get the gist of everything. So let's jump right into the live action. So we've got the old Crossmember we pulled out. I need to make another one of these plates. Let me show you how I'm going to do that with one of my favorite sets of tools that I only hardly ever use, maybe once a year. Let me show you. So like I said, one of my favorite tools, but I only get to use this like once a year, and let me show you what it's for. All right, so say you are needing to transfer, like say this has 4 holes, and you're needing to make a copy. Well, these are centering punch tools. So see the diameter of the shaft, and it's got a punch right in the middle. There's all different sizes. So what you do is you find the one that you need that fits the hole. 3/8. Yeah, that makes sense. So you see the 3/8 one fits in there. So you just give it a whack. Wax. No, can't get that. And let's see if you can see. So there's one there, one there, one there, and one there. So I've got 4 marks, exactly what I need. And sets are on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. I think 25, 30 bucks. I'll post a link. Now that we got these, we got center punch where we want them. I might center punch them a little bit harder with a bigger center punch, and then over to the drill press to drill some holes. Got the center punched out even more. Oh, you can see them really good right there. Drill press time. So let's see how we did. That's pretty dang close. I think that worked. Let's get this thing cleaned up. I only use these like once a year, but whenever I do, they are super handy to make stuff like this. So let me know down in the comments if you all use these too. Because I saw these on Finnegan's channel a while back, and so I bought a set. And handy. Got our piece all shined up. It's all cleaned up. Moment of truth. Where are we at here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Oh no. Oh, it doesn't fit. Bummer. Well, that's why I got 2 of them. So those 2 fit. That one does not fit. Okay. Plan B. This is a pain. I thought I could just copy what was up there, but that didn't work. Of course, why would they be the same size? Yeah, okay. Get back up here so I get lost. Or whatever. Sure. All right, so next way we're gonna do this, we're gonna use just some white. This is just model paint. You get this at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or whatever. I like using these. You can also use paint pens, but I don't have any right now, so I'm using this. Because what you can do, let me show you right quick. So say you've got something that's got multiple points. You just take a dot of paint. To each one. And then when you flip it upside down, oops, shoot. Boom. It's not rocket surgery, but it's pretty close. And these are only a couple bucks at Hobby Lobby. Close enough. All right. Moment of truth. Here's our new piece we just made. Boom. Look at that. Just like a glove. Fits on there pretty good. We're going to get this one shined up and go reinstall this transmission mount. Or transmission, yeah, whatever this thing is. And yeah, we'll keep moving. Progress. I think I got a plan figured out for what materials I'm using for the actual Crossmember. Let me show you what I dug out of the scrap pile. Originally, I was thinking about using this 2x2 by quarter wall to go across, right? Quarter wall, 2x2. But I think I found something better. This is a piece to an old gate from a job I was on maybe 10 years ago. This has been sitting in my backyard. The reason I kept it is because it's built out of, well, 2x2 in the middle, but the entire perimeter is 2x3 rectangle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a piece out of the middle here. And then a while back, I don't know if you guys remember, I picked up a bunch of metal off another job site. And these are like 1/2 inch or 3/8 plates. And I'm gonna use those, I'm gonna cut them down. And I'm gonna use that to cap off the middle. But I'm gonna use those to drill holes in them and bolt them together. So we'll have a removable piece in the middle. So let's get this thing cleaned up and chopped up. All right, jumping back into it. Next morning, our piece coming off the frame rail was a little bit too close to the frame. We need some more room. And because I don't have any 3x3 tubing, which is what this is, we're gonna cut another 22.5 degree miter cut in this, and then we'll bring a piece up vertical to give us a little bit of drop. It's maybe not as nice, but it's what we're gonna do. And I got Micah helping me this morning.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. I had to wake the teenager up to come help. He's going to get that chopped up, and I'm going to go get a couple other pieces cut on the cold cut saw.
Yep.
Let's go. All right, so we got our other pieces made. So see, we got the 22 we don't have it all welded up, but that is what it's going to look like. Those will weld on, and then these pieces here will make the middle removable. And if you can come over here and see, it is going to fit nice and tight to the nose of the transfer case. So it should work out pretty well. What do you think?
I think it's good.
Okay, cool. Let's get it welding. Okay, back under the Jeep. Don't know if you can tell. I had to open up the garage door. The heater set off the CO detector, so don't want any more brain damage than I've already got. So garage door's open. I'm a little bit more bundled up. We need to figure out where we're putting these. Two tacks. There we go. Whoa, look at that. Not so sure. We're going to cut this 26 1/4 for our cross piece, and we're going to make it work. Okay, I got cross piece put in here. That wasn't tacked on. Okay. All right. Change of plans. We're going to put everything together over here at the bench, weld this center tube out. We're close enough. And then I did notice we got some wonkiness going on, so I'll weld it out and then I'll show you how I'm going to fix the wonkiness. That's a technical term. You know, it does suck running out of welding wire during the middle of the day. And I'm gonna order a big spool off of the Amazons. But it's nice knowing that Harbor Freight's right around the corner, and you can always just go down there and get a little baby spool. Oh my. Why is that wound so tightly? What? giant. All right, so the welding wire situation has been a pretty complete debacle this afternoon. Ran out earlier, ran down to Harbor Freight. Got a little spool because I didn't need a big, didn't want to get a big spool. I ordered one of those off the Amazons, and then anyways, it exploded into a bird's nest while I was trying to put it in. So hope this works. Look good. So tight. First one. So far, so good. This is the big one. This is the one holding up the, you see it's tight. This one is the one holding up the transmission and transfer case. So, let's see. Ooh, yeah, oh baby. So far in this video, let's recap right quick. We cut off all the old brackets. We installed new ones. We got a crossmember put in. And next step is going to be installing these new shock towers. I think I got these from Rough Stuff or Barnes quite a few years ago. So these we're going to have to fit up in here. Tie them into the frame stiffeners and, you know, put them as where we can fit them. Clean up a little bit, and then when we come back, we'll be working on front shock towers. It's the Saturday before Christmas. I'm not telling the story of the Christmas story, but Saturday before Christmas, my anniversary is tomorrow, and then Christmas, and then New Year's. So I was really hoping to get this video out soon, but running out of welding wire, kind of getting a late start. Had to do some family stuff today. You know how it is. You know how it is, guys. Trying to work on your projects, and it's just always something. But progress, not perfection, one step in front of the other, and we'll get them done. But I neglected this thing for so long. I am so excited to get back working on it, getting the suspension redone to where everything that's left is going to be mechanical. It's going to be super exciting. I can't wait to get it done. We've got some big stuff coming up. Hopefully, I can make a big channel announcement here pretty soon. But until then, just keep working on the Jeep. So it's going to be a little bit for me, but for you, it's going to be like that. One of the goals for today is going to be getting this front axle slid back under the Jeep. So we got to unwrap it. Gotta take some measurements. All right. This is gonna be pretty rough, but it'll be fine. Okay, so that shock mount is right at 24 inches above the ground. We'll have to remember that number. Help me remember that, please. And if you look at the Jeep right now, that's pretty close to what I want ride height to be. The front's going to be fairly adjustable with the coilovers, and the back's going to come up a little bit, I think, once I put the other leaf spring in the back. But that's pretty dang close to what I want it to be. So we're going to kind of take our measurements off of this and do some exact guesstimating. So from the top of the shock tower to the bottom is basically 13.5 inches. So let's go see where that relates on our frame rail. So we're going to end up cutting this off. So that's going to be where the bottom, right. So we're going to have to cut and clean up all that. We added on these frame stiffeners. So 13.5 is going to clear the hood, which is pretty nice. Not have to cut any holes in the hood. So that's good. So ground to frame rail is 38 inches. And then if we add 13 inches on top of that, we're at 51 inches total to the top, roughly. So 38 minus 24 is 14 inches. So let's go measure our coilovers. So these are the coilovers we're going to be using. These are Profender 14-inch, 14-inch with remote reservoir. You can see the surface rust. I've had these in storage for a very long time, and we're finally getting them installed for real. Overall length is about 36 inches eye to eye. Oh, I should have written this down. Let's make some notes. First shock tower, sort of got one little bitty baby tack on it to hold it down. Kind of put it in place. I think I really like this. I ended up notching out around the frame stiffeners. My weld was right here, so that's where it was tied to the unibody. So I went ahead and I just lopped that off, made a couple little notches here so it fit down, so that the back I can weld all that. So the plan will be, once I get the other side fit up, we'll pull this off. I'll mount the shock tabs up top, and then once we go to start burning everything in, we'll burn this side, this back side, we'll burn this front, we'll burn it in very solid all the way around. I really like these. I think I got these from Rough Stuff, because looking at them online, all the Barnes ones had the Barnes logo cut out. So I'll have to weld all this and burn all that together. But I'll do that over at the welding bench where I can get nice, good positions on it. All right, so show you where we're at. I drill these holes out. I drill them out to 5/8 over on the drill press, just because the ones that came were only 1/2 inch, so they weren't the same size as the ID for the coilovers. But got everything notched in. I'm gonna burn all of this in and make it look nice over on the welding bench over there. First, lunchtime, and then we'll jump back onto this, and this is awesome. Big progress. I'm super duper happy, and I'm happy that we're getting a decent enough day on Christmas Eve to do all this. It's not a frozen tundra hellscape. It's only about, I don't know, mid-50s, a little humid, but not too bad. What was your Christmas like? Let me know. Did you get a bunch of snowy craziness, or are you in a place where it's not very snowy and it's nice and warm? Got these all buttoned up, all burned together and looking pretty good. Now I'm going to set up the time lapse, and we're going to get all this burned in and get the Jeep lifted up, get these jack stands pulled out the front, and start rolling in the front axle. Let's get it done. Let's go. I'll check out the new stance. It's right at about 117, 118 inch wheelbase. Before it was quite a lot more. It was up in the mid 120s. So I really have sucked it down quite a bit. Just whoosh, sucked them in. And I'm super happy how all this has turned out. These new shock towers, very nice, thumbs up. The removable Crossmember, the new mounts, the new suspension, the frame side mounts. Anyways, I'm super happy with how this turned out. This is where I'm going to leave you all. So we've done a ton of stuff in this video, and this has taken me a long time to film, but look how good it's looking. Next time we're going to mount some coilovers. We got to make that third link. We got to make a front track bar and probably button up some other stuff. So we still got quite a bit of fab work to do, and you'll see that next time. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And when you see that video, make sure to watch it too. But do what you always do, everybody. Take care of one another, and have a Merry Christmas if you didn't, because you're watching this after Christmas, but it's before Christmas now. That's how videos work. But anyways, let me know if I'm a complete idiot for doing this and spending all this time and money on this whole crappy Jeep. But We love it, and do what you always do. Take care of one another, and I hope you get some progress out on your project cars too. See you in the comment section. Bye.